Hello, what is going on, guys? My name is Syndrome, and hopefully your name isn't Brian, or hopefully you're not a car, because it's been a bad month for Brian's and a bad month for cars. So let's start off with Brian, or also known as Yoti Slayer, passing away from a car accident. He hit a train, pretty much trying to outrun a train. That was maybe a month ago, maybe longer, maybe shorter. I'm not sure. But then after that, there was Brian Griffin on Family Guy, who he got hit by a car. And then in the past few days, of course, there was Paul Walker, the actor, whose character on the Fast and the Furious series, he was Brian as well. So all three Brians passed away. All three Brians car-related deaths. So there's something to learn from all of this. One, don't call your child Brian. Um, no, I'm shitting you. But I want to go through all three deaths pretty much. And if you know another Brian who has passed away, my condolences, completely. And I'm only not mentioning just because it's not all over social media. And I think that that's weird. The fact that the fame the attention that famous people get when they die compared to other people, and I mean, I suppose before they die as well, they get more attention just because they are famous. But I think it's strange that there's so many people that that hype up, and so many people that get touched by the deaths of celebrities, and then another Brian who doesn't really have many friends could have died recently. I'm sure there has been a lot of other Brians that have died recently, and they just kind of get swept under the carpet. But that's because I suppose they don't have the celebrity following. But anyway, I want to go through the Brian deaths, and we'll start off with Yodi Slayer. Basically, if you're going to drive a car, just for the sake of your loved ones, do it in a way that you're not going to die. I drive my car to work, I drive my car to my girlfriend's house. I don't at all floor it, and I don't speed, and I definitely don't try and cut in front of trains. No disrespect to Brian, Yodi Slayer. I liked him. I didn't watch his channel too much, but I did like what he put out there, and it sucks, it sucks that he left his family behind and everyone, all of his subscribers behind, um, just to pretty much race a train, like to try cut in front of a train. If he didn't do that, he'd be alive right now. And I just think it sucks that irresponsible driving like that can. I think it sucks that people drive irresponsibly like that and just don't take into consideration what the consequences of it are. And same goes for Paul Walker. Even though the friend that he was in the car with is a stunt car driver, apparently, he was driving a car that isn't easy to handle. And if you're gonna drive a ridiculous car, take it to the fucking tracks and give it a good go. Don't give it a good go on the street where there's other people around and where you are around of obstacles that can potentially kill you. If you're gonna drive a car, drive it responsibly, and if you don't want to drive it responsibly, find a place where you can do that without dying. I know that sounds very blunt, but that's just the fact. There's people around you can kill. You can kill yourself. Just be responsible with things. And as for Brian Griffin, I think it sucks that he died, but those kind of TV shows kind of just go along. You don't need to watch an episode basically to understand it. Like, I don't religiously watch Family Guy. I think it's a fucking hilarious TV show, but I don't religiously watch it, and I can do that. I can not watch a whole season of the show and still know what's going on because nothing progresses in the storyline. And I think that that was a very big move of them to get rid of a character like that. But I think it's something because it's a big point in Family Guy. It's a memorable moment. Now you can actually say, season what, probably like 10 or something of Family Guy, Brian died, and that is a big. I can't think of the fucking word, but it is a big moment in that. And I think that if they didn't do something like that, it all becomes repetitive. Like The Simpsons, for example, they stay fucking 8 years old. I think Lisa's 8 and Bart's 10. They stay like that for the whole time, and you kind of don't need to keep watching episodes. You can just watch it whenever it's on TV. And I think a show like Breaking Bad, where it has a good storyline, it gets your audience watching every single episode rather than whenever it's on. And I think that it was a very big move, but I think it was a good one. And I haven't actually watched the episode, and I don't know what will happen now on. I think they're getting a new dog. Maybe they already have. Maybe I'm a long way behind in the world. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling with no point anymore. Rest in peace to Brian's, every single Brian that has ever died in the world. Um, and to those three Brians recently. Of course, Paul Walker is not Brian, but rest in peace to you, Paul. You're a good driver in a TV show, a movie series that I'm glad is over. I watched the first one, and I don't have to watch the rest to know that by the seventh, you're overdoing it. A show like Breaking Bad, they know when their story needs to end. Something like The Fast and the Furious just keeps going on for ratings because people are watching this shit and people are still putting money into it. And, if you're making money, I suppose, keep going with it. But a story needs to end eventually. I'm looking at you, Kurt Sutter. Sons of Anarchy, it's dragging on for too long. Doesn't need a seventh season. But anyway, guys, my name is Syndrome. I don't even know what gameplay you just watched, but hopefully it was entertaining. I really hope it entertained you, and I hope that it hit that entertainment spot that you desire. My name is Syndrome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.